when we have free time but don't know how to use it productively. In this video, I'm going to share few tips on how to use your free time productively. You can use it for fun or for a personal development. Try a new recipe or cook something healthy and interesting. This is my favorite of all because I do not have to prepare for it in advance and doesn't need anything extra for most of the recipes. And sometimes even if the recipe asks for ingredients that I do not have at home, I try to substitute with something similar or I skip the ingredient altogether. Now how the food comes out is a different question, and sometimes I would have created a new recipe altogether. Whether it tastes good or bad is a different question. I think it tastes good. Even if it doesn't, I don't mind. At least I would be happy that I tried something new. Just try to cook something with what you have at home. If I need some motivation to cook, I watch some recipes on YouTube and that motivates me to go to kitchen instantly and start preparing the food. Some of my favorite things to do to uplift my cooking session are listen to songs and sing along. Here I have to be little careful while singing. I have to make sure not to sing so loud, otherwise neighbors may think something is going bad in our home by listening to my songs. I'm not that bad at singing. Well, at least I hope so. And the second one is call my friend or family and talk to hours and hours because my cooking session takes so long when I'm trying something new. Show them what I'm cooking and share the recipe with them. They share any tips they know and I make them my accountability partners to finish what I started. And it becomes a nice co-cooking session sometimes. There is one more interesting thing about my cooking. If I want to finish preparing the food and to make it taste good, I have to make sure I'm hungry until the food is prepared. If I eat something in between and my stomach becomes full, then I leave the whole so-called interesting cooking session in between just as it is, go to my living room and start watching a movie instead. In addition, I don't even look at what I left behind until I go to the kitchen next day to clean. Sometimes I'm so active, I prepare 3-4 varieties of food and also clean the kitchen then and there itself. And other times I'm so lazy, I don't even want to enter the kitchen, not even to get myself some water. Who can relate to this? Even if you don't have something that you consider hobby, there is definitely some activity that you enjoy. It could be anything from playing an instrument, singing, dancing or DIY something. Look at the ways you already enjoy spending your time and figure out how they can become hobbies. It might take a few attempts to find a hobby that you love, but the key is to not give up. Keep putting yourself out there, connecting with people and exploring new things that feel exciting to you. Eventually, you will find a hobby that feels like the right fit and you will learn a bunch of new things and meet cool people in the process. Public speaking, learning a new language, marketing, it could be anything. These days there are so many online courses, you can learn anything from the comfort of your home. If you think you need some skills to develop your hobbies, you can consider learning it. Audit your finances, track your time, your productivity, your eating habits, your workout, anything and everything that's happening in your life. Just spending a little time with someone shows that you care, shows that they are important enough that you have chosen out of all the things to do on your busy schedule to find the time for them. And if you go beyond that and truly connect with them through good conversation, that says even more. Many times it's our actions, not just our words, that really speak what our hearts feel. You can plan a meetup with your friends, go out for a good lunch, tell jokes, crack each other up, do something fun and spontaneous. Really have a great time. If it's not possible to meet up in this pandemic, you can call them. It just takes a phone call. There are so many good documentaries available on Netflix, Amazon Prime and YouTube. Sometimes it's good to watch a documentary about a topic that we have never seen or read about it earlier. This way you expand your knowledge and discover a whole new phase of your life. There are so many interesting videos on YouTube too that make us go, wow. This is the way I found about a lot of interesting topics, educational, self-development, related to health and many more. Although motivation doesn't last long, it uplifts us at least for a few minutes to hours, and I'm still okay with it. And we can learn lessons from successful people in an interesting way that help us in many different ways in our life. My next favorite thing to do in my free time is writing. I love writing a lot. I do journaling when I'm bored. If I'm not in the mood to journal, then I read books and make some notes from the book. Or sometimes I just plan so many things. Planning is my another favorite thing to do. I love planning and I make really good plans. Whether I follow it or not is another topic of its own. I love the process of planning. It makes me so happy as if I have already done or achieved that thing. For example, last year since we couldn't travel anywhere because of the pandemic, I just sat one day and made nice travel plans for this year. Now I don't have any big expectations that this pandemic will be over, life will get back to normal and we can travel again freely like before. No one is sure about that, but still I made travel plans because that makes me happy and feel good. It's the most underrated form of exercise. Walking improves fitness, your mood, your posture and prevents from weight gain. And the good thing is you don't need any fancy things for it. Although having a sturdy pair of shoes is good if you love walking on a regular basis. Just step out of your home, that's enough, and people of all ages can do it anywhere. If you can, then go on a walk in nature. Spending time in nature has just another level of benefits. It helps in so many ways we can't even imagine. If it's not possible in the place you live, then walking in the neighborhood is still good. I love going for a walk in the nature, taking some fresh air and exploring the neighborhood. Watching houses with interesting architecture or interesting details is my favorite thing to do. You can also engage in some sports activities if you like. This I do when I'm bored to just another higher and higher level that no other thing can make me feel active. Then I start cleaning or rather organizing, in particular organize my wardrobe. I play some nice songs, take out all the clothes from my wardrobe and start decluttering. This is my favorite way. I can spend hours and hours doing this thing. I take one at a time and try it. If it still makes me feel happy to wear it, if yes, I keep it, else I either donate or throw away. This was one of the ways I have decluttered a lot in the past few years. Most of the times we buy clothes because at that point of time they look good in shops, but after coming home, I don't even see them for months or sometimes years. Only during decluttering, I find so many new clothes, sometimes even with the tags on. We all have those unnecessary piece of clothes. They just take so much space in our home, so it's better to declutter every now and then. These days I'm becoming more and more conscious about shopping and becoming a minimalist. I'm trying to build a capsule wardrobe that solves most of my problems, but then pandemic hit and my plan is on halt for now. You can read fiction or non-fiction books. When I'm bored and don't want to do any of the previously mentioned things, then reading is my go-to option. I just pick one random book and start reading. Now how much I read from the book is another thing, but as I start reading, it gives me satisfaction, new ideas and motivation. We all know how much it benefits us. I don't want to go too deep about this topic in this video. Just choose a place in your home, possibly with as less distractions as possible. Just close your eyes and focus on one thing. It could be your breath, a mantra or anything. It's that simple. When I'm not in the mood to do any of the above things, then my go-to option is sleep. And when I wake up, I feel so much better and I don't feel bored after having a good sleep. I wake up with more energy and ready to do some productive stuff. So these are the few ways you can spend your free time productively. What's your favorite thing to do? Let me know in the comments how do you spend your free time. If you find this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for new videos every week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.